it to spend the next 28 days figuring out your escape plan. Every person who is concerned about the news and the state of this country needs to figure out an escape plan. But many of us are just watching the news instead of ingesting the key takeaways from what we're watching and figuring out what to do next. If anyone has been paying attention, they're telling us exactly what they want for us and our children, right? They're telling us exactly what the future is going to look like. And the reason I'm coming on today is because some of y'all may not even know that Congress has passed yet another, what is it? 700 million, I can't remember the exact number, but it's a lot of millions for law enforcement bills and budgets. And I want us to pay attention to what that really means. We see that they're not going to protect us when our kids, our children are just unalived in the middle of the street in the middle of the day, which happened with Mr. Young King Cyrus. They're not going to give us the same grace and laws like stand your ground as they showed us with Carmelo, right? If you saw the news, 35 years. This young 17 years old when this happened is basically facing a doomed life. And now let me just be clear. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but I do know that there was a lot of improprieties with this case. There was friendships between the prosecutor and the judge. There was a jury of not all peers, which is supposed to be guaranteed, right? Or jury of your peers, excuse me, not all peers. But when you see how they are stacking the odds in their favor to go ahead and make sure that we become free labor. I wish I could play the clip. This other prosecutor who was speaking before a judge saying the quiet part out loud. Yes, we're going for the max because Texas needs free. I think it was in Texas. Texas needs free labor. They are not hiding it anymore, and I want us to get out. If you have children, and especially right now in certain cities and certain states, and you're not planning a protective move for them, then you cannot expect things to go well. I tried to mention before I am in the South, right? And let me just introduce myself if this is your first time watching. What's up, y'all? I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. This channel is all about teaching us how to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. So, rather that's through money, finances, rather that's through health and wellness, or through travel and escape, right? Travel and exploration. These are the topics that we primarily cover over here. We call ourselves the Gem Nation family. If you want to be a part of the Gem Nation family, just hit that subscribe button. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and you are officially a part of the Gem Nation family. If you want to take it a step further, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of the lives and the gems that will be dropped on this channel. I am someone who I always say I don't know everything, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And I'm also someone that's not afraid to get in people's faces and find out answers. And so when I find out answers or from some of the experiences and answers that I've already learned, I share them here. So I thank you for tuning in. I also ask that you hit the like button or the dislike button. Just engage with this page or this video so that it gets out to more people. But back to the subject at hand. We're talking about getting money and getting out. We're talking about the fact that this is no longer an option. We're talking about the fact that we have to protect these babies. And I'm calling anyone who's not an adult a baby. Hell, some young adults, I'll call them babies because there's just certain things that they are oblivious to that are planned. I remember doing a video a couple weeks ago saying that, if you have children that have certain markers, i.e., tattoos, very visible tattoos, neck tattoos, face tattoos, if they have locks or if they wear certain things that can be perceived as affiliation with certain GANGS, then you need to have a conversation with them. And truth be told, if it was my child, they would, unless it was for religious reasons, those the hair would be tamed, and tamed is their word. Oh my gosh. Hey, Merciful Grace Unlimited from St. Louis. Was yeah. You want out so badly. Your daughter will be 18 in a month and she's on the spectrum and you're so concerned about her. Listen, I get it. I would be too. And why I keep coming back, trying to not only urge us to take this seriously, and I'm gonna get in a second. Let me get back to what I was saying. So I had posted about these markers. I didn't just come in and talk about it because I had nothing else to do that day, and this is something that came up in my head. I know some people who have been advised to look out for these types of people and stop these people because of the high percentage of them having some type of illegal contraband, either on their person or in their vehicles. And contraband could be illegal anything. It could be illegal firearms. It could be illegal um, in what in toxins. So yeah, it could be open bottles in the car, and which the same way I talk on this channel about stacking the odds in your favor, certain cities and certain states are doing the same thing. They're stacking the odds in their favor. They're not just going to stop people who are speeding who don't fit these profiles. They rather go for the people who fit these profiles, as we have seen on social media that they are doing and praying. I talked about this. I guess he's a rapper, entertainer or something, had $60,000 in his car, legal money, not dirty money, and was stopped. They found the 60,000. I don't even think they had just cause to search his car, but okay, I don't remember all the details because this was over a month ago. Um, and then they found a firearm, and the cops were literally saying, "Oh, there has to, who carries this type of money? I've never seen this amount of money before in my life." And then they find the firearm, and they're like, "Please let it be stolen." Like they were praying for the demise of this young man. No way, no how. Although they can ride around with firearms, and it could be legal. They don't expect that from us. Although they can ride around with how much ever money they deem necessary. Oh no, our kids or we are not allowed to do that. And so while I'm sitting here waiting for someone at an appointment, I just said, let me come on and have this conversation again because it is imperative, it is critical to find ways to stack the odds in our favor that our children and our family members and our loved ones and ourselves, us individually, will be okay. I will say this. Um, and I didn't come on really to promote and or talk about this. But the verdict yesterday, and I do have advice, and I'll give the advice in a second. The verdict yesterday, okay, I'm watching this lady who does not know how to drive, looking like she's truly about to back into my car, y'all. Um, yeah, so I'm sorry. So the verdict yesterday with Carmelo, what happened last week or a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago with Cyrus, what happened with um the Congress passing additional funding for additional funding for policing last night, overnight, I think it was, is why I'm coming on today. Because the writing, y'all don't have to listen. Y'all do not have to agree with what I'm saying, but you can't ignore what I'm saying. And if you are somebody, I don't care if you're on a fixed income, I don't care if you have tons of money in the bank, you're going to need to stockpile. You're going to need to find ways to um, get that money up. And one of the ways, and I always say this, and you can follow me on my Instagram channel, Kim with the Gems, monetize whatever it is that you have as an asset. I don't care if you're 85 years old. I keep trying to inspire people on my Instagram page. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep trying to inspire people on my Instagram page that um, there are so many ways to monetize your maturity, to monetize your um, whatever skill set you have. And I really hope that instead of leaning into what you don't have, the money, whatever, lean into what you do have and how you can make money off of it, right? There's a reason why every other month or every month I do monetize your maturity. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to get ready to go. But I'm gonna post about how to monetize your maturity and the 28-day accountability um, challenge, which is coming back on June 30th. I started posting about it, I believe, on my Instagram page. So I will post here on YouTube. I want y'all to definitely follow me on Instagram because I do more daily posting there. And I will come back probably later on today and do a deep dive into what that looks like. But until then, I do have to um, hang up, but I will see everyone later. And thanks for tuning in on this impromptu